This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome everyone to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Scarlet Knights will kick it away to start. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Michigan State's offense will have the first possession of the game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver.
Turning it on! And sometimes he's like trying to ramp up a ghost. He's out to the 27. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yeah.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to...
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. To the air, it's Chester. Snagged in the middle, it's Tootin, and they get him down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It is good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a night.
He's got it out. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Sparty. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Gets it out quickly. Hauled down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw, you can move guys with your eye.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 20 wide. The Scarlet Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And This guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And the Scarlet Knights send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Power football with the run. Got the first down and more. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Michigan State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking downfield, it's Chester. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Scarlet Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to swing it on second down. They're setting up the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on third down. Under fire. Got out of trouble and throws.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Oh, what a punt! That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. Soft spot in the middle. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Spartans very efficient with this passing game.
You like that, Reese? You like that? I think so. This is an offense that, listen, when you've got a guy back there that can be efficient. Make no mistake, they're going to run the football, but when you get that Kirk Cousins guys, you start to really like the offense.
And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Man, what a rough start for this quarterback. Already throwing one interception, throwing another ball in harm's way. They got to find a way to settle him down a little bit, maybe give him some easier throws because his decision-making so far has not been good.
He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Converts on fourth down, still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. And the Spartans look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Going for 6. Touchdown, Spartans! Quick strike through the air for the score. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Alabama rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Last run didn't get much. Ball's at their own 26. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Chester. Under fire. Makes the catch. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30. It's 3rd and short. Going for it all. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Great place to start for this offense. He'll do it himself. It's a fumble. He has the first and still on his feet. Bounced right back to them.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Pulls and throws off the RPO.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And the run is for no gain and no more time left on the clock in the 1st quarter. We reached the break, and Michigan State has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. On 2nd and goal, they go right back to him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it.
Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I love finding the big fella down in the red zone 3rd.
Oh, they block it. He's got it, and he can go with it. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Spartans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gonna look downfield again. Lofts one high and deep. And he's got it inside the 20.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Motion from the back. Back to pass. It's Chester. Here's the pressure. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
What an effort getting to the quarterback there. You think about Michigan State D-linemen, Jarrell Worthy, Shalik Calhoun, guys that would use their frame to their advantage, and you just could not block them. This guy has physical ability. He's got a lot of things you can't coach. One of those is that frame, and he used it right there to his advantage.
What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. And the Scarlet Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Wants to return it. He gets a block. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And goes in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Wants to go up top on first down. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Bring him the heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Inside the 40. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big game. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
Running back searching for a hole. Oh, he's got some space. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. And the Spartans pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man quickly. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
He's got him. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
2nd down, he'll throw it. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Michigan State.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
He'll return it. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. To the air, it's Chester. Looking to the big tight end. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Lets it fly. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing to the perimeter of the field. They just didn't have it.
And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Yeah, you know it's really easy. It's easy to say, hey, quarterback, run out there, pitch off of that guy, and now your running back gets to go play one-on-one with somebody else. It's got to all work timing-wise. The defense did a great job flying up, nowhere to go, make the play, make a quick decision, and you get the fumble and recover it in the
pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
Now the play fail. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Rides to back on the option, the give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in East Lansing. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution.
The Spartans will kick it away to start the second half. Bringing it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. He's got it down the right side. Finds a seam. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Rutgers.
And how about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, and number 3 is coming soon.
They'll get the 2-point conversion, and now the lead is 14.
Michigan State, 38. Rutgers, 24.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They go right back to it. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Got his man on the right. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man in the middle.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
The Spartans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off play action. Here comes the heat. There he goes. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Here's a heat. Snagged out in the air. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's caught. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
And the Spartans can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run play action. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. The Spartans really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. They'd be looking at a 53-yard field goal from here. Instead, they'll try to pick it up on 4th down. Makes the grab past the marker. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Oh, they're after him. Back open in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Making the running back a weapon in the passing game makes it so difficult on the defense to cover everything. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, get them tackled to the ground.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartan. Fit it in the window for the score.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Notre Dame took care of business and left little In doing so, kind of felt like how that 2012 Irish team led by Manti Te'o would just take the will of opposing teams. Impressive to watch. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. The kick is on its way. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. It's complete.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Here's the handoff. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? And the Spartans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to power their way ahead. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you some...
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Pocket breaking down. Intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a play. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the football.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Pressure coming. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over. Like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe...
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. 1st down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. The Spartans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Makes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to.
Touchdown, Smarty! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And he's going to bring it out. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Looking to pass. It's Chester. Oh, he makes the catch. At the 45 on his way. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior. Makes a play after the grab. He'll keep it himself. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Gives it on the option. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's got his man. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
He's got it. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of options here, run or pass on 3rd down right around midfield. Fires to the tight end. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Spartans are moving quickly down the field. He wants to throw it again. Gets open down the middle. They stop him just a length or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Spartans come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Finds his man. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. So now it's 2nd and long.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard. But you're still seeing this defense compete. And on 3rd and long, expecting pass, everybody on the same page. They'll get the incompletion. That's something positive that their coaching staff can point to when they review the film.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Off the play fake on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long. And here we are late in an obvious passing situation, trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and then down to the 42.
Well, he has been the go-to guy all game long. He's been lighting up the scoreboard. This defense cannot cover him.
Throws to the tight end. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And, man, I tell you what, I just love his instincts. You can tell when the ball's being passed, he sees it, and he breaks on the football. That's why he's in the top 10 in interceptions this season. Just such a great feel in the passing game, and you got to be careful when you attack him.
Got his man in the middle.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games, so you got to keep sharp.